Okay.
So this takes us to actually I must say I've never told this in a public space, and I really hope it doesn't come back one day to bite me in the ass. But I'm going to say it anyway because we're here and it's fun. Um, so so when the pandemic hit, I didn't see a real future for crypto. I needed to make money really quickly because I was running out of money.
Yeah.
Not running out, but just, I mean, I was never going to go to zero, but I was just like losing a lot of my capital, and that's not a great feeling.
No, no, of course.
And so I started like dabbling in many other things, like pandemic protection equipment, and I built a
A lot of
database
people
of
did that. Yeah.
yeah, I built a database of like thermometers, and I asked people to plug their thermometers into the database so we could see which regions temperatures, fevers were going up in, and we could maybe spot pandemics miles before pandemics happened or whatever. It was garbage. I mean, I landed up selling very few
You
units. It was
guys were
garbage.
hustling. Yeah.
And then one of my friends phoned me. He's a great guy. His name is Winston Wolf. I think you know Winston. And Winston was a
Yep.
good
I know
friend of
it's
mine
simple.
in the bull market. And he phoned me. He said, bro, you won't believe it. Like, there's this thing called yield farming, and it's like all you do is you like stake your Ethereum, and you get like yam returns, and you get like sashimi
Oh, you were
returns,
in,
and
yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah,
like.
yeah. Okay, okay. We were all in the same farm together then. I don't
So I
know
was like,
who was exit liquidity, but yeah, we were all
yeah.
in
So
there
I was like,
together.
what? What are you talking about? And he's like, watch this, and he taught me how to yield farm over the phone, over Zoom. He's like, you put your money in here, and then, and I won't forget, like the one day I put so much money into sashimi, and I was mining sashimi, and I went out for dinner, and I don't remember the numbers, but I remember sashimi was at like $6, and I was like, during dinner, I
Holy
thought, fuck,
shit.
I'm so rich, and by the time I got home for
Holy
dinner,
shit.
sashimi was at like near zero. So
Yeah, you can't go out for dinner on these farms, dude. You can't sleep, you can't go out. You just gotta be on.
exactly, so I started yield farming again, and okay, well, I was having fun, and I was yield farming and looking for the next thing to do in crypto because now I was back on the crypto wagon. And at the
Right.
same time, we moved back to South Africa, and the reason why we moved back is we hadn't seen my parents for 2 years or 3 years, and we came back to South Africa. And I mean, I'm going to say this, and I really hope people don't judge me for it. And if they do, well, tough luck. That is what it is. But one of the spiritual tools that I rely on for my sanity and for guidance is a plant medicine called ayahuasca. So I go on
Oh
these
yeah, yeah.
retreats. I go on these retreats like regularly, maybe once or twice, once every year or two. And I came back to South Africa. I was very lost. I'd lost a lot of my capital living in the States. I just lived through COVID, and I don't know if you remember how scary COVID was at the time. Like we didn't know what was going to happen with the world and whether the world was
Yeah.
ever going to open up and whether we were ever going to be able to interact with people face to face ever again. And I went and did ayahuasca, and one of the lessons that came up, she kind of said to me, she said, "Look," and I know it's weird for people to say she said, but let's just say the medicine in said you should do banter, and banter was an idea which I had in 2017, which I never acted on. And my immediate reaction was, banter, really? Like that's a linear business. Banter it's a broadcast business, and a broadcast business relies on advertising, and that just sounds like I have to sell more advertising to make
And
more money.
also, it's like it's limited to you, right? That's the
Exactly.
most thing. Like you gotta hustle, you gotta be on TV.
And then she said, and then the message was clear. She said, and I know it's weird for people who've never done it when I say she said, but just work with me on this. Um, she said, I said to her, look, it's I don't want to do banter because it's not a platform. It's a business, and a business requires me to work in a linear fashion again. I don't want to be back in linear. And the message that I got was, it is a linear business which will get you into many exponential businesses. And that's when I clicked. I didn't even click, but that from that moment on, I started doing banter. And banter was an amazing business. Within 6 months, we built one of the biggest, and at some point, even the biggest live show in the world. We built a huge community, and I
Yeah,
was
it's
having
it's
and I
huge.
was having the time of my life. That really is. I was having the time of my life, and that's fast forward to where we are today. Like I mean, what we are is we're building a 24/7, 365 live crypto streaming platform that provides credible
Are
content.
you guys kind of like similar kind of like vibe as like CNN, like where you just kind of
Well,
cover everything everywhere 24/7?
so right now there's no market for 24/7. The market's too small for 24/7.
Mario is kind of doing that, right? With his
Well, not even
podcast.
Mario is also not 24/7. 24/7 means any time of the day or night when you switch the TV on, or you switch YouTube on, or you switch the radio on.
Mm-mm.
If any time that you do that, you have live information. Right now we do 5 hours a day.
Right.
So I have a show, Sheldon has a show, Carl has a show, Miles has a show, and Hustle has a show. So there's 5 of us. We have 5 shows a day, every single day except for
Mm.
weekends. And we're trying to get into a position where we want to provide live streaming, credible 24/7, 365 content. That's where our head is.
Uh,
And we're building a mission. We're on that mission. We're not going to stop.